At the Emirates, Arsenal are in their first Champions League quarter-final since you got to go back to 2017 to take on Bayern, who have beaten the Gunners 5-1 in the last three meetings. Wow, I don't think it's going to be like that tonight. No Bayern Munich fans, Andy. I wasn't aware of that.
No fans. Yeah, apparently because I think rockets or something that might have been thrown in their previous round. I think it was at Lazio. So no fans, which again I think Al is quite significant.
Yeah.
That it is, so it is the way Bayern need every bit of help they can get at the minute. The way they've been playing and the way results have been going for them. So to be going to the Emirates tonight with not one punter behind them is really going to be tough for them.
So
really
do you think it's damage limitation for them tonight? They'll try and get behind the ball and so they've got a fighting chance second leg.
Yes, certainly they need to. They don't. The last thing they want to do is let Arsenal have a couple of goal lead going into that second leg. I think if they're one behind going into the second leg, they have a chance. But they're in disarray. I mean, the coach has gone, so his voice. You know what it's like when if a coach is, or if you get rumours, or if you get wind that your manager's in trouble, they lose their ability to impart anything on the players of any significance, don't they? Whatever the message he's trying to get across, it goes in one ear and out the other a little bit when you know that he's going. So they're all over the place. They're a million miles away from, I think, where we all thought they would be. And Arsenal are absolutely on it, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are
Odegaard,
right at it.
You must love the way he's playing at the moment, Odegaard.
I just think it's I think the balance with what they do and what they have, and they've got it right. They've just got the right personnel. Not only just being detailed to play in certain areas, but absolutely thriving in certain areas. They're really looking
Two
good.
centre backs as well, Andy.
Rock solid.
They've just got to try and keep them fit, eh?
I mean, look, we saw what Saliba and Gabriel did with Haaland in the City game. Al, never give him a kick. Harry's going to be walking into that one tonight. Harry Kane up against those two. If he manages to knock one in the back of the net tonight, he's going to have to earn it. He really is, because those boys are absolutely rock solid at the minute. They're looking so good.
There's no way Arteta can tweak it, can he? Or will he play strongest?
I think from now on in he's got to keep his fingers crossed. The only area for Arsenal, Zinchenko is a great footballer. He's a little bit flimsy and flaky.
Gives the ball away a lot, doesn't he?
And he can't recover. Whereas when Kyle Walker, if he ever makes a mistake, he can recover. Zinchenko, if he gets caught, he's a bit vulnerable there. So they've got Tomiyasu now. They've got that Kivior who stepped in there and done really well. But in most areas, Al, they're right on it. They're bang at it.
2 home games as well, no travelling. Villa coming up as well.
Yeah, again, just vitally important. So they're in a great space, a great place, and I'm there tonight with talkSPORT with Aid and the guys. I'm really looking forward to the game. I do like to start the game, Al. I do like to start. You know the song that the Arsenal lads sing now?
Yeah.
The Arsenal fans, their own little song that they come up with just before they go. It doesn't half lift the place. It really does.
Yeah.
It's, I can remember going back to when Arsene, just when he sort of left at the Emirates, when the atmosphere was weird and strange and wasn't good. I tell you, whenever you're in there now, it's bouncing. It's really, really, really rocking.
We shouldn't forget City as well. City also in the quarter-final action away at the Bernabeu. Defending champions as well. Their boss Pep was asked if the maturity of winning the Cup last year can help them do it again.
I would say as a club, it's a sense of relief. We make a lot of good things this season, but always in the press conference, arrived at 7 years ago, but you didn't win the Champions League. You had to win the Champions League, otherwise we'll not complete. Always I try to reject it because these competitions are difficult, and I would say we are a little bit more than 1 decade that we are flying in Europe. We are, I would say, in terms of history, new, but we have a sense of, okay, we did it. We did it. If we did once, then we can do it again. And being again, after what happened last season, being again here in quarterfinals, making an incredible group stage, winning all the games, winning the last 16, and being here is really good. It's really good for us. And of course, we knew it last season, 2 seasons ago, 3 or 4 seasons ago we played. We have to do a real 2 good games, not just 1 game.
I don't want to put my foot in it, but City could easily do the treble, couldn't they?
Yeah, they could. But do I think they will? they just might come up short in.
Well, they're going to win the cup, aren't they? I think.
I would imagine they would.
The FA Cup.
I would imagine they would. Look, can they win the Champions League? Yes, as Pep's just said there, they've done it before. They're in a position to do it again. They've overcome Real Madrid in these massive, big, tight games. I don't think they're quite. And look, we're talking really fine margins here, Al. I don't think they're quite perhaps what they would like to be. Not so much what they were, because they've got similar personnel to when they did the treble last time. But I just don't think their game is quite as strong as it has been or as it was. Whether that will have an effect, the margins in these. I think the Champions League football at this stage, Al, is the best football anywhere.
Yeah,
I really do. Do you not?
Better than international as well.
Better than internationals. I mean, the only games with more significance probably would be a World Cup. Yeah, maybe semi-final, final. But I think this football, in the quarterfinals of this competition, I think you've got the very best operating, and the margins for going through are so fine. You can be. I've seen it. I've witnessed it, particularly with Real Madrid. I've been in that stadium and seen the most ridiculous things happen in games.
How they've come back,
How they've come back in matches. So you can play brilliant and come away from there getting beat in a mad 5-minute spell.
Yeah.
So look, City can do it, but I tell you, again, it's going to be fantastic. It's just a shame they're both on the same night, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that. You know, both 8 o'clock kickoffs, talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2. Andy will be there for us at the Arsenal on talkSPORT 8 o'clock kickoff. It's just nonsense, isn't it? I don't understand it, me personally. But then, you know what, UEFA are like. Well, I'm sorry, just because it's 2 English clubs, so what? That's what they're like.
Yeah.
In the sports bar last night, the chunk, Jamie Hanna and Jason Cundy discuss who they do and they don't want win to win the Premier League now, which is wide open.
If you're a neutral fan, what is the worst case scenario for you? Is Arsenal winning it? I actually want Liverpool to win it.
Oh no, that's I want City, mate.
No, but Man City, it's not good for the league. It's boring.
Who cares what's good for the league? Who cares? Tell you what's not good for the league. Well, not good for me and you. It's Arsenal. They're top.
No, we want Arsenal to finish third. But that, we have to accept the fact.
I don't care.
We have to accept the fact that Arsenal are right in the mix. They're a very good team this season, and they look like they could do it.
I'll take Liverpool winning over Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, for me, Liverpool. Yeah. I want Liverpool to... One, my kid's a Liverpool fan, so I have that joy in their faces a little bit. But 2, the Jurgen Klopp leaving, what he's done...
do me a favour.
He's been a great servant to the Premier League. Let him win Let him win one more.
Pep, come on, Pep. Stop conceding chances.
He's lost the plot, Chunk. The Chunk has lost the plot. It's official. We're taking your calls 03717 223344. This morning we want you to send your voice notes in as well. As Chunk, is he right that Arsenal win the title would be the worst case scenario for the neutral? Would Jurgen Klopp get his hands on the Premier League trophy be the perfect send off? Give us a call. Tell us who you want to win the title.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.